and Kerry, speech language pathologist and co-founder of Cheat Sheet Speech. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to play with the zoo train using our cheat sheet. So first I'm going to walk you through this how to play section, which is a step-by-step guide for how to use language when you're playing with the zoo train. Then I'm going to talk to you about this level up section, which are just some extra speech strategies we use as speech language pathologists to elicit more language. All right, first we need to decide what we want to say. So do we want to use single words, 2 words, or simple phrases? And this is just going to depend on the communication goal for your child. I'm going to model 2-word phrases today. All right, so the zoo train actually already comes in a baggie. If you lose it, you can put them in a clear plastic baggie, or if you have a child that really needs those visuals, then I would put it in a clear plastic baggie so that they can see the train. A lot of my kiddos know that this bag is associated with the train, so they already pull it out and know that what's inside. All right, so now everything's in my bag, so I'm gonna model a 2-word phrase. So I might say, open bag, and then open the bag. Now, same thing, I have another opportunity to use language, so I'm gonna pull out one of my animals, and I'm gonna say, hi monkey, and use that 2-word phrase. So now I have my train, I'm gonna give it to my child, and they'll probably start moving it like a train. So when they're doing that, I'm just going to model language based on what they're doing. So, go train, choo-choo, stop train, and then they're gonna stop the train. So now I have some more animals in my bag, so I'm gonna model another 2-word phrase. So I might say, more train, or we can model that phrase again of, if I close the bag, open bag, and then take out another train. So this time I'm pulling out a train. Hi alligator, and they're gonna connect it to the monkey. It connects just like that. So you'll see on this side is just the animals, and then on the other side is the numbers. So it connects based on if there's the numbers or no numbers. A lot of times I will have kids who try to connect it and it won't connect because it's facing the wrong way, which promotes another language opportunity. So I will model help me and wait, see if the child imitates that model, and then help them. Or I might say turn around and then turn that alligator around, and then now they can go. Go train, choo-choo, stop train, and stop the train. So you're gonna do that with all of the trains and set them all up. Once you have them all set up, another opportunity to use language, I do this a lot of times with toys that have a lot of pieces, is to practice the receptive language. So when we're cleaning it up, they have all of these animals. I'm going to say like, bye alligator, so that they have to put the alligator in my bag. So I'll hold up my bag, bye alligator, and put it in. So instead of them just like putting all of them back in, which is great, it's just another chance for me to target language, that receptive language goal, and then have them put those in while cleaning up and targeting receptive language. All right, so now we're gonna talk about some of these level up opportunities at the bottom here. The first one I'm going to do is break routine. So I will do this a lot with any like cars or trains or anything that goes. I am going to add something in the way of this train. So sometimes I'll just use like a random animal, or I might build a tower. So I'm gonna put this here, and so then they're bringing their train around. Go train, block. And then I'm gonna model some more language. Move block, and then move the block over. Go train, and then go. So here I'm expanding their play skills. A lot of times kids will use that strategy and then make their own interferences with the train, or they might push it. So we might push that block, push block, creating new ways for them to play with the train, which creates opportunities to use different language combinations. The next level of opportunity I'm going to talk about here is following directions. And this can just depend on your child's receptive language goals. So I might say, like we talked about before when we're cleaning up, putting things away, but I might hold up 2 of my objects and say, tiger? Where's tiger? Or touch tiger, or tiger on, and then wait for the child to reach for the tiger. If they're still working on identifying those animals, I use a positional cue. So I'll put the tiger in front because that's the correct answer and say the same thing. Tiger on, and then have them get the tiger and put it on the train. If the child's working on a little bit harder of a receptive language goal, I actually just was doing this with the trains this week, I might use like object function and describe the animal. So I might say, I'm looking for an animal that's a big cat and lives in the zoo. It says roar, and wait for them to find the lion. So those are just some extra ways to expand language and target some more receptive language when you're using that zoo train. So many goals you can target with the zoo train, but that's just a few of them. If you're interested in the zoo train, our Amazon affiliate link is in the caption. And then our cheat sheets are located on our website, which is cheatsheetspeech.com. We have a lot more videos on YouTube for how to play with different toys to promote language. And we also have YouTube videos for specific language strategies and how you can use those at home. Thank you.